Hello everyone, and thank you so much to Taylor and Francis for this opportunity to speak about sustainability and green libraries in the digital age. I am very passionate about green libraries. It's something that I started researching on way back in 2017, and I even joined the Standing Committee for IFLA, which looks at green libraries, which is the Environment, Sustainabilities and Libraries section. Today I'll just give you some insights of sustainability and green libraries and how librarians have taken initiative to make sure that our libraries are also sustainable. Libraries are already considered fundamentally sustainable due to the sharing aspect, the fact that libraries exist to share information. That in itself is sustainability. And in recent years, we all know that the global community has witnessed a surge in environmental awareness, driven by scientific studies which highlight the impacts of human activities on the environment. We've noted an alarming rise in carbon emissions, which has actually been identified as a major contributor to global warming. In terms of what we all know about green libraries, it's one thing to be sustainable, but how do you ensure responsibility throughout your operations as a library? And this is where we encourage librarians that apart from the environmental focus, we need to see how our libraries can actually impact the community, both socially and also in terms of minimizing environmental impact. We have strategies such as resources, people having, minimizing the use of resources like water. In our libraries, we have libraries that have actually indicated that people shouldn't waste water. There is the issue of harvesting rainwater. That's also a strategy. And there is also the issue of saving on energy. We have LED lights nowadays that utilize very little electricity, and that is just one of the strategies. And then there's also the issue of waste generation. We have libraries that create different bins where people segregate the waste, and some of it goes into recycling, and some of it goes into reusing and such like kind of practices. We also have features such as sustainable buildings, sustainable maintenance and construction. We have quite a number of libraries that are considered green, which utilize natural lighting, and ventilation. So this is where they ensure during the construction the materials that are being used are very energy efficient. In terms of supporting the traditional role of libraries, which is knowledge dissemination, a green library is very key in promoting awareness. We have communities of practice, like in public libraries. We've seen this in Europe, that people come together and even share ideas of how to be green at home. Like we have seedlings being distributed in the library for people to go and plant trees. That's a very key component of green libraries. And then libraries participating in community engagements like cleaning up the environment, like planting trees. Those are just some of the activities that are already in place. And then in terms of collection development, green libraries have embraced a model where instead of acquiring so many print books, because we all know books comes from trees and we're trying to reduce environmental degradation, so we are now going 75% electronic and 25% print. In terms of commitment to sustainability, it's one thing to go green, but to ensure sustainability in going green, it needs continuous improvement. And this is whereby we're saying a green library is not a static concept. It has to be continuous. You have to have continuous programs, endeavor to find new ways of minimizing environmental impact and improving sustainability. As part of what NSOLIB is doing, there are quite a number of initiatives like the Green Library Award. The Green Library Award has been in existence for over 5 years now, whereby IFLA comes up with a competition for libraries to write proposals of what they're doing in their libraries, what makes them think they are a green library. And then there's a committee that sits and looks at all those applications. And then the best library is actually considered, is awarded, and also just the visibility in the world, being known as the best green library in the world. I think that has really gone a long way in encouraging this culture of sustainability in libraries. And then, of course, we've put in place a lot of literature, there's a lot of publications, and all this is just to ensure that libraries maintain environmental sustainability as a call to action to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So I call on you, join us in going green and keeping our libraries sustainable. Thank you.